I know it's hard for a lot of us to find the time to listen to a whole podcast or to watch one if you're watching this on YouTube, which you shouldn't be, but that's okay. This is a clip that I enjoyed from the episode and hope you find it valuable too. Enjoy. Like, how's the journey been so far? Tell me in terms of like key milestones. So this is how I define it, right? Like in 1 year you start off with like 10 orders a month, 20 orders a month. What was that trajectory like for you?
So this is kind of funny because when I started, I was like, okay, I need like a delivery service that, delivers the product. So pehle we started with Karachi. Then I'm not going to name the company, but it's like a famous company that is a transport service. And they told us that technically we're not allowed to send liquids,
Okay.
but under the table, we'll do it for you. So I was like, okay, that sounds kind of legit in Pakistani terms. I was like, let's
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead with it. So I remember when I was talking to them on the phone, I was like, my mom and I were driving and we were in the car passing Zamzam. I still remember it clearly. And I was talking to them and I was like, oh, so they were like, kitne order honge hafte ke? And I was just like 30, 35. And my mom looked at me at that time. She's like, what are you saying? You get like 2 orders a day. It's like, don't lie to them. Like, otherwise they won't do it. And I was
Two
like,
orders a
shh.
day.
Yeah, like that was 2 orders a day. And I was like, 35 for sure. And then my mom just looked at me and she was like doing this. And I was like, just leave it. Like, this is how it's going to get done. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
otherwise they won't take me
It's
seriously.
like, I know what I'm doing, mom.
Yeah, even though I really didn't. But I was just like, yeah, okay. So they were like, okay, 30, 35. Okay, we can manage. And then I put the phone down. She's like, what are you thinking? And I was just like, let's just see. And you know the line, Allah Malik hai. I was like, Allah Malik hai, kuch ho jayega. And then I remember like 2 weeks later, we got our first review by like just a random person on one of these social media pages. And her hair, like the transformation with 2 uses was like fab. And she posted her before after. And oh my God, the sales after that, like, and also with my own pictures, because that's what I posted initially. I remember they were like, right now, I think a few months ago, I went back on that post. It has like about like 1,700 comments saying that, oh, we want to buy this and stuff. So, well, that was the 2 order a day phase. And then like 6 months later, it definitely like tripled.
Wow.
And then a year later, it was like, it went back smoothly. It was like a sustainable, stable business. And then right before COVID hit, our biggest like milestone was Mavra Hussain, the actress, messaged us. And out of the blue, so one thing I definitely believed in the beginning was that I'm not going to pay someone to write a post for us, or like I'm not going to do a sponsored post. I won't send it to a blogger. Like whoever likes it
Completely
will like
organic.
it, completely organic. And it wasn't more about being like cocky. It was more about that I wanted to know that this product and this brand is doing well on its own, like for my own sake. So when that happened and she loved the products and she started writing, then we kind of blew up again. And that was the second milestone, I would say, in terms of growth. And then the third was actually COVID.
Okay.
COVID was like a great time for all self-care businesses.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think startups in general that cater to people at home, that was definitely like a key milestone. We did a lot of challenges. I took it up, and I think then I had, till COVID, I didn't have another team member. I was doing
Really?
this. Yeah, so that would be like 3 years of me doing
Yeah.
it myself, from the operations to the packing to the finance to
And
every
just
single
to break
thing.
it down, when
Yeah.
you say operations, you don't just mean like getting the product out. You mean like even the
The making.
manufacturing, the labeling, the filling, all of
Yeah,
that.
so I would take some help from my house cook, which my mom was really upset about. She's just like, "वो खाना नहीं पका रहा, तेल बना रहा है."
Literally,
So,
tail lene gaya.
I was just like, नहीं वो कर रहा है, वो रात के लिए कुछ पका रहा है. And like, and then I'd be like, come, let's pack some orders, like, So that definitely happened quite a bit. So I like had like a side, obviously pay for them outside of them being like a cook at my house. And my
Yeah.
mom was again not very happy with that. But at the same time, she was just like, okay, you do you, like whatever happens, we're here to support you. So then it was a very family oriented business. Like I have multiple videos of all three of my siblings like packing orders, my dad putting stickers on, my mom
I
like,
remember there was one Eid a couple of years ago, and I saw you put up a video of your dad, your mom, your brother. All of you had like this little chain made.
yeah, it was basically
One's
like an
filling,
assembly
one's-
line in
yeah,
our
it was an assembly
lounge.
line. Yeah, it was very sweet. And I again, this is why I've called you on, is because I really love hearing these stories, and I feel like they don't get enough. They're not getting enough attention.
Right.
You've said you've called yourself a startup multiple times already, and we don't stop to think like, yeah, well, a business like this is a startup, you know.
Yeah.
And I actually wanted to get your thoughts on this a little bit as well. But please finish. Actually, I cut you off. What
No,
was
no,
the
you're
next
fine.
milestone?
Yeah, but these were basically the COVID time was definitely a milestone, and then we definitely ended up getting like a few more celebrities on board, like completely organically, thanks to Mavra, and we had like Hiramani message us
Yeah,
and. Anusha Ashraf, Misha Shafi, like all of these people. I don't know if you know Usman Mukhtar. He was like really trending that time. He had
the
like a really
singer.
famous. No, he comes in Pakistani dramas,
Okay,
and
that's Umar Mukhtar, who's the singer, I think.
yeah, no, but this is Usman Mukhtar,
Uh-huh.
and he had a really like trending show then, and
Uh-huh.
he randomly messaged us saying that, hey, like I want to try your oil, and we were like, what? And we made like multiple memes on him, which he really appreciated. But from his drama basically. So yeah, that was like and now it's like back to like obviously inflation and stuff. So I would say like right now the businesses are a bit low, so we are really like focusing on getting our organic customers back again, and launching new products, and kind of like pivoting our thing into making like also more hair accessories on top of just hair products.
So really becoming self-care, not
Yeah.
not just like hair oil, but
So
self-care as a
basically,
whole.
like everything hair care, I would say.
Okay.
But that hair care doesn't necessarily just mean like products. So, for instance, like an accessory would be our microfiber towel. So that's something we like kind of went towards, and it was a big hit. So thinking in those terms about how to make like life easier when you're doing hair care. So I would say that that is like one of our USPs, to be able to make things simpler. So this would definitely be one of them.
If you like this, help me grow the channel, help me find more guests, help me find more listeners out there in the world just like yourself. So don't forget to subscribe and pass this episode on to your friends and family.